Okay, I'm back after not so short break as it turned out, but I plan to finish this operation today to have a full playthrough ready for you. So we've stopped at a point where we have to deal with the Scorzeny insurgent forces, so basically they posed as the US troops and retreated into our rear and tried to cut us off from the supply. They want to take this hub. Those guys are barely holding it, and this hub is already taken, so we would want to take that back. Most of our troops are at a more advanced position, so the easiest way to deal with those saboteurs is to bring back our air force. So let's do exactly that and start by bringing back our strategic bomber. Although I would probably want to leave Scorzeny without supplies, so I would use it to bomb Scorzeny to get rid of his ammo. Also, second B-17 would attack this target. Okay, we have one more enemy unit here. Okay, this I cannot reach here, so we'll use them up top. Okay, let's see what... we don't have any troops here, so that's kind of a problem. Well, I guess to the very least we can... bring back these tanks. Oh, sorry, it's assault gun, yeah. It's tricky with those M4A3s. Yeah, so I guess we'll put it here then and take with those guys. Well, we could also... not sure we should bring back Panzer, but let's at least bring those guys back. Okay, so oh, those guys should move out of here anyways. Let's see what we can do. So we have some aircraft left. Okay, we've destroyed the tank. Let's see what else we could do. Okay, so let's use those mosquitoes to start bombing these guys. Okay, let's attack here. Let's see what we have left. Okay, let's kill those guys and let's occupy defensive position across the bridge this way. Scorzeny, if he tries to attack here, he would be at a disadvantage. No, I guess there is no need to really to bring back Panzer. Let's keep moving forward. Although without the scout car it's a bit more tricky, so we will see about that. Okay, now let's see what we can do about these guys. Let's see. Let's see what else we could do here. So if we have any more, yeah, also we have to take care of the enemy bombers to start getting counters for that mission. Let's see what we can do here. Okay. Oh, we have some... yeah, so we have to destroy those 2 units to get the King Tiger. And we have 3 turns left. Additionally... yeah, we have to... so this objective with lovable damage wasn't working correctly before the last update, but we fixed it, so now everything is counted correctly. Yeah, so let's try to attack these guys again. Not sure what we can do about them though, so I'll just retreat here. Okay, so we have a recon here, so we can try to move with our strike force further and prepare to attack this anti-tank. Okay, we have one more fighter, so let's see what we can do with it. Do we have any of our positions attacked by the enemy bombers? I don't think so. Yeah, so we should probably bring it here. Do we have any unprotected bombers? Yeah, I guess we'll just bring it here. There is one more. Well, let's keep it in the back for now. And just attack this artillery. Yeah, so we've dealt with German efforts here, basically. Now we can just proceed with our attack. Yeah, let's put AA somewhere here to keep us protected. Yeah, well, not much we can do at the moment, but we'll kind of bring it back in a while. Yeah, so we'll quickly move on to there. Yeah, so we'll keep it in here for now. Yes, so we've dealt with the enemy troops here, sort of. But we still have to deal with the remaining units there. And let's see what we have here. Yeah, so we can retake this airfield basically. And Where should we go with these guys? Maybe upward, because we don't have any infantry there. So let's change their equipment actually, get them a nice half track and move them up. So with 101st Airborne Division, the famous one. Well, I'm afraid that they can spot me from the air, so I'd rather not go on track, but would keep moving on foot for now. Would probably want to bring this tank this way. Yeah, we would probably try to get those guys first, and then loop around and get this and this. Well, I guess that's it. Well, I guess we are done for this turn, so let's see what the enemy has to offer. Yeah, so when I've lost the mission there, actually, I just haven't noticed that I moved out of the victory gags, which may sound stupid, and it is, but well, it happens. So it's really good that we have autosaves at the end of every turn, so you can adjust something if you didn't finish the turn properly. Now we've got the enemy Air Force overwatched. So this is quite tricky operation, and we are kind of worried putting it like the third one. So at one hand we didn't want to make it too difficult for the player, at the other hand we didn't want, like, the Battle of the Bulge is such an iconic battle, we didn't want to make it a walk, basically, you know, walk in the park. So that's why we tried to find some balance between like lots of events, complexity, and keeping it interesting and not overly complex. So it's for you to decide how well it turned out in the end, but we really put a lot of efforts into designing and balancing it. Especially this objective with the Scorzeny infiltrators was the most tricky one, because we didn't do such...
More of our boys made it from beyond the front line. Another one of our lost units has broken through to us. They are currently rearming and refueling.
Okay, we've got some infantry here, so let's try and attack it. Okay. Well, it will be hard to get them at night. And they have medics, so it's extremely difficult to get them. Maybe we can make them run out of ammo, potentially. They have 2 more. That probably wouldn't work out. Yeah, well, so we are screwed at the bottom actually, because let's fall back, because we cannot restore our well, we don't have any damage here, but we are kind of running out of fuel and there is no much we can do here. And until this supply hub is restored, it would take quite a while. So I'd rather, yeah, any aircrafts that are out of fuel would just get stuck here. Yeah, that's trouble actually. Well, at least we don't have all of our air force there, and Scorzeny is now out of ammo. Yeah, can't really kill those guys during the night. Night is seems giving, like, reducing our attack too much compared to, we have night and frost, so it's almost impossible to advance. Although we could try to soften up this enemy guns. Yeah, let's keep moving our airborne division. Well, let's see what's going on in here. Okay, they still have flags there. So that's quite tricky. Oh, and we don't have supply here as well, because they cut off our supplies in the back. Oh, actually we have supplies in here. Will they go here? Yeah, so if we take it, we should be fine. That's interesting. Well, I'd rather refuel my air force, because it's really no good using them during the night. Although I guess strategic bomber can keep fighting for now. Let's see what we have left. Well, let's remove entrenchment for now, and it seems they are out of ammo now, so let's take advantage of that. Let's bring those guys back and start hitting and prepare for an advance there. Let's see, yeah, we haven't lost any additional units so far. But so I would say the only untackled issue we have is the supply problems. Let's see what we have. Well, let's refuel those guys. And those guys as well, I guess. It's nothing they can really do to Scorzeny at night. Well, those guys could, but it's better to put them to good use during the day. Yeah, I'd rather have them ready next turn. Well, let's actually finish those guys. Yeah. Actually, do we have any heroes to assign? Okay, we have Odie Murphy. Where is our oh, it's level 5, cool. Maybe we should assign our hero to them. Yeah, let's do exactly that. Let's give it radio combat support. All ground unit within 3 hexes range gain +2 to all combat parameters. Yeah, that sounds good. Let's give it devastating fire. Assaulter, I would guess. Burst strike. Overrun. Yeah, I guess. Oh no, that was stupid. I forgot that we have overrun already in this campaign, so that was a mistake. Don't do that. Kind of getting tired. Well, I think that's still good enough. Yeah, shouldn't put overrun on infantry in US campaign, I guess. Let's see who can finish off that thing, basically. Well, let's move in here. All those guys are out of supply basically, so we can just mow them down. Yeah, those guys are also... yeah, so basically those guys at Bastogne are quite powerful. Let's finish the turn. They did manage to bring bomber onto that airfield. Well, that's... okay, it's good that I had that fighter support there. Could have gotten damage to my Spitfire that was landed there without fuel. So how come? Okay, so they have only one. Yeah, let's really just attack them without. Okay, so these guys no longer. We're almost out of fuel with our troops here, so that's kind of problematic, I would say. Oh wow. Did I just lose my aircraft here? Yeah, well, I guess I did. Shouldn't have moved it, I should have really landed it on the aircraft, on the airfield. Yes, so that was stupid. This one will have enough fuel to land.
That was a hell of a fight. The Huns paid dearly for their ambitions. We didn't just defeat them, we decimated the bastards.
I don't believe I could get used to your bloodlust, General Patton. You'd fit right in swinging an axe on some ancient battlefield or fighting gladiators on the arena. And yet you're a general of the world's bastion of democracy.
Monty, democracy isn't worth squat without men ready to defend it.
In any case, gentlemen, you've accomplished the mission. And it's an accomplishment to be proud of.
Yeah, we'll have to wait for the supply hub to be repaired. Well, let's attack in here. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. Do we have any core fighters? Let's actually see what do we need to get heroes for fighters, to fighters and tactical bombers, to fighters. Okay, so okay, so I guess I only have one core. Oh well, that was stupid. Okay. Oh, that's not good. Well, let's get back. No. Well, let's see, we have a murder here, so I guess we'll bomb those guys from the air. The only problem is this flag gun, so can we bring... No, our strategic bombers are out of range here. Well, yeah, that's not good.
The German air raid has been repelled, Ike, and they paid for it dearly. I don't think they'll try it again.
I hope so, Omar. I sure hope so.
Okay, so they have now poor morale flag. But I guess they won't get any reinforcements until the end of the battle. So that's good. I guess not all of our bombers will be able to reach here. So that's problematic, we would have only one turn left. Well, let's see. Yeah, most of our bombers are kind of out of range. I'm worried about this fighter actually, so let's just keep it in zone of control. Don't want him to finish up this guy. Let's see what we can do with this. Well, let's get through here, through this flag first then. No, I don't want to attack that murder, to be honest. At least not for now. Yeah, let's bring over most of our bombers. Yeah, let's take this. Well, I'd rather go around. I don't really want to attack those guys right now. Okay, I can only attack them from there. Well, no, I'd rather start firing on these guys. Okay. Well, I guess we could bring some unit to get experience for killing the enemy hero. Level up. Let's get a veteran of trenches.
Ike, we found our boys from the 285th Battalion. The Germans piled their bodies around Malmedy. The locals say they just took the prisoners out into the field and shot everyone.
Those lousy Nazi bastards? Shooting prisoners? Do the rules of engagement mean nothing to them?
The Germans aren't all the same, George. Over the years, I've seen plenty. Some were honest officers, but some absolute scum.
Gentlemen, we must look into this and try those responsible, every one of them.
The locals here know the German forces pretty well. Years of occupation will make you savvy. They saw exactly who was responsible. Men of the 1st SS Panzer Division.
Not men. Find them, gentlemen. They can't have gotten far. If they put up a fight, Omar, eliminate the division. But take them alive if you can. I want our military police to handle them in a civilized manner.
Yeah, well, we'll try to get those guys. Yeah. Let's see what's going on in here. Well, Scorzeny is out of ammunition, kind of, but he does block our pass, so he's still making it harder for us. Yeah, well, let's see who haven't moved this turn. Yeah, so I would want to put this guy in here. Well, we could start bringing this artillery here. It would be more use here. And let's bring those guys forward as well. Yeah, I guess that's it. Don't really want to engage it for now. Yeah. Let's end the turn. I've lost that plane. Oh, they had two jet fighters. That's serious. Luckily one got ambushed. Yeah, well, the enemy air force is far from over, it seems. Yeah, well, there is a glitch. I guess I'm lucky in a way, because there is a glitch that when you lose aircraft due to lack of fuel, it doesn't count it as a losses. I wouldn't go over the limit yet, but I would have been really close. Well, next turn. Can we hit them from anywhere? Doesn't look like it. Well, we have to deal with this AA first, and now with this misclick. Okay, let's start dealing with those guys. Let's get ready for storm crossing. Okay. That's unfortunate that they destroyed my artillery. Well, let's see whether that would be enough.
Credit where it is due. The Germans know their tanks. Our Churchills and your Shermans aren't even half as good.
I have to agree, this King Tiger is a marvel. Luckily, it won't make a difference for the Germans at this point.
But for us, it will. You know, in olden days, a lord would ride into battle atop his finest steed. It was about time I got my own.
So, Montgomery will ride in battle on top King Tiger, I guess. Yeah, so it did work out. So now we could put our remaining aircraft to other use. Okay, those guys wait for fuel. Let's see what's going on in here. Okay, got rid of those guys. Yeah, let's go in here and attack this aircraft and this aircraft. Yeah. Do we have any more AA in the area? No, they're kind of far. Well, let's try to move them closer. Okay, so we need to get those guys. Would probably use bombers next turn. Oh, that was bad. Well, that's what happens when you don't do a proper recon. You ran into Nashorn, for God's sake. I guess we'll have to damage it at least. Okay, let's see what we can get here. Yeah, we don't have any spare aircraft, I guess. Not sure I can help out with whatever I have. Yeah, I guess it needs to put some forces down there to clear those locations as well. Yeah, it's a kind of messy map. let's see what we have left. Okay, so this group cannot still attack. Okay, so we've cleared those guys. And now we can keep moving in here. And we could probably attack here. Yeah, so that's all good and well. Guess we'll send those guys back as well. Yeah, let's bring those guys up. Anything else? Don't want to risk those guys. Let's keep those behind. Soften up some of the entrenchment. I would put those guys down, keep moving there. That's probably it. Oh, this is a big and messy battle, I guess, as it was.
Sir, the remnants of one of the retreating units have managed to rejoin us. The boys are tired, but eager to keep fighting. We rallied several of our retreating units, General Eisenhower. The status of the rest remains unknown.
Let's hope they can break through to us. As for the ones we saved, give them some rest and then send them to reinforce the rest of our forces.
Ike, there's talk among the soldiers about German prisoners shot by the 11th Tank Division. They say it was in retaliation for the Malmedy massacre.
So they decided to pay evil unto evil. We cannot let such things happen. Notify the MPs. If the rumors are true, the guilty ones should be court-martialed.
General Eisenhower, the SS unit fitting the description of the Malmedy butchers has been sighted near Prüm.
Okay, so here they are. Okay, we can attack them from here. That's good. Now, I guess we would need to use our strategic bombers to break it through. Well, night is very unfortunate. By the way, this is a Canadian troops serving in the Commonwealth forces. Let's take Night Hunter, I guess. And try to get these guys. Well, let's refuel our guys. Well, let's zone off. Okay, we cannot zone off control it right now. Well, let's try at least. Okay. Okay. Okay, they don't have NVDs, I guess. Let's see what we can do here. Well, I'm not sure I can do much to them at night. But I'd prefer them to do something useful. So let's see what we can do. Haven't noticed they would load onto the truck, so that was unfortunate. Well, let's see what's left. Oh, yeah, misclick. That's kind of unfortunate. Well, let's see what happens next. Well, I'm mostly interested in getting this butcher coat, so let's pursue him with our heavy armor. Let's retreat with our HQ for now.
The ones responsible for the Malmedy massacre are now our prisoners, General Eisenhower.
Now we send the letters to the families of our deceased and give those SS butchers a fair trial. Most of our soldiers would rather see them all gunned down, but that's exactly why we need to try them. Here's our message. Paying evil unto evil is a hell of a slippery slope.
You know, General Eisenhower, this might be the first time I'm in complete agreement with you. The trial will strengthen the discipline and show everyone the difference between us and the Nazis. I suggest we invite the locals to serve as witnesses. They'll spread the word of this trial.
Yeah, well, it's kind of want to finish it off faster, since I'm starting to make some mistakes here. Yeah, our King Tiger is out of supply and out of ammo, so Yeah, well, let's put those guys downwards to check that location. Yeah, we have to capture this as well. Yeah, well, do we have any aircraft left? Okay, we have one. Mm. So where do we have our where are our level 5 infantry unit? Yeah, so it was left behind for some reason. Let's move in here. Let's move in here. Yeah. Well, let's see. Yeah, so we have one more turn before the night, and I'd like to deal a very heavy blow to the enemy at this point. So let's start dealing with it. Okay, that was not the best. Okay, that's good, that's good, that's good. Okay, this is taken. Now let's see. Let's refuel those guys. And those guys. Yeah, so basically there are mostly infantry units left. But yeah, so there is one flag gun left basically. Let's see what can be done about it. Not much, I guess, but let's attack these guys. Okay, so we have to break through here at least. That means... that would mean... doing some extra damage to that unit. We don't have much air force left, but I guess we'll refuel most of it during the next night turn. Yeah, let's bring it closer. Okay, so that's empty. Let's finish Scorzeny. Yes, we'll level up this assault
it seems we
gun.
got Scorzeny after all.
If it seems you did, you probably didn't. It's Scorzeny we're talking about. You could show me his dead body, and I still couldn't be sure.
We've located and eliminated enemy saboteurs.
Not all of them, it seems. Those Americans who detained me deserve a stern investigation.
Yeah, so now all that's left is just to take all the key locations basically, and we have this AA gun to deal, and we're mostly done. So it was a long one, but I hope that yeah, let's bring it to supply for resupplying. But I hope that it was interesting, and I'm curious how you do in this operation, so please let us know in the comments what do you think of this battle, and like whether is it difficult enough or is it too difficult, or like what are your thoughts about this operation. Because that was one that we're working really hard to bring to life, basically. Yeah, well, let's... Okay, so they have one more AA gun, I guess. So I shouldn't get too confident here. It's still a battle to win. Oh, let's use our V2 rocket actually. And another one, why not? I mean, we did capture them from the Germans, you know, now, like... So, did it do any good? Wasn't too effective, I guess. Okay, let's end the turn. Okay, we've completed all the secondaries. Did I lose some aircraft? Let's load the end of the turn and check, because I didn't get what was that aircraft dropping sound. Yeah, I probably forgot to move some of my aircraft, so it's handy to have a save at the end of the turn. Yeah, that's the one. Is there any one we can... Yeah, okay, this one as well. Okay, now we are good. Great, let's have terrain expert. Okay, I didn't level it up. Yeah, okay, now let's double check that we didn't forget anything important. Well, those guys are probably too late for the party. Yeah, let's end the turn. Night turn again. Okay, level up. Let's get seal the deal, I guess. Let's see what's going on in here. Is it really empty? Well, let's send this tank here. Okay, that's a bit weird, but okay. Okay, let's check that AA gun. Okay. Well, let's probably bring some of our troops back here. Yeah, so those guys should also move back. We have to capture those. Okay. Let's try to use some of our aircraft. If they deal some damage, then we could probably finish those guys. No. It's a bit more tricky, I guess. Well, there are quite a lot of enemy troops, so I guess we'll need those there. Should bring more troops around. Yeah, well, let's grab some ammo. Let's resupply. Okay. Okay. Well, I guess we can end the turn. Okay. Let's resupply this aircraft here. Yeah, that area was heavier fortified than I expected, so did a few wrong moves there. Do we have any more air unit? No, I guess not. Yeah, well, let's bring Churchill down. Okay. Yeah, let's end the turn. Yeah, we're really lacking artillery in here.
We've cut the Nazis off, General Marshal. The counteroffensive was a resounding success.
Glad to hear, General Eisenhower. A hell of a job you've done here.
Yeah, let's get our 400 points. Yeah, so we are through. It was close in terms of losses penalty, but we did it. Quite a huge losses as well. Yeah, so we almost took no prestige for completion of this operation, but I've played somewhat sloppy, so I guess you guys could do better. Also, we've got promotion to General. Order of Suvorov First Class granted by USSR. You could have seen it on Zhukov as well in Strategic Mind Spectre of Communism. And Distinguished Service Medal with Oak Cliff Cluster from the US government. +1 command points. And let's see the cinematic outro.
I am getting confusing reports. Some say General Montgomery has been hard for you to rein in.
While others say he has reined in too much. Monty tells me you won't let him command effectively.
The fact is, the combined Allied forces are simply too large for any single commander to be prioritized. Bradley and Patton are every bit as important.
The reason I bring this up is the Russian bear grows hungrier. It would be prudent for us to capture Berlin ahead of the Red Army, and no one but Montgomery is willing to try.
Sir Winston, before we talk about Berlin, we must resupply and regroup. We can't consider any drastic maneuvers before we get our logistics in order.
Yeah, so the next would be Rhineland offensive, but before we get to play that, so in the next broadcast, so we are basically done for today, but in the next broadcast I will play the third operation of the British campaign, and we will play the Battle of Dunkirk, where we'll be holding our positions long enough for the Expeditionary Corps and French troops to evacuate. So thank you very much for your attention. I hope this was interesting and entertaining for you, and hopefully you learned something new about the game as well, both from my experience and from my mistakes, I guess. So yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask, and I'll do my best to answer as always. Have a good day and goodbye.